Welcome to another episode of HBOT Insider. Today I am really excited about this video. Okay, I'm excited about every video because I'm a nerd like that. But today I'm really excited about this video because I haven't seen anybody else posting about this or making videos about this. And it's the fact that we are now able to prove what Hyperbarics is doing to you and for you through wearable technology. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about someone who used the hyperbaric for a recent injury and was using some wearable technology, and we were able to look at that information and put it back to what the hyperbaric chamber was doing for her. So we're going to get to see in real time what hyperbarics was doing with regard to stress, with regard to heart rate, with regard to oxygen, through wearable technology during a hyperbaric chamber session and over a couple of days surrounding those sessions. So let's get into it. For those of us who are old enough to remember, Garmin was one of the original companies to make a chest strap so that you could monitor your heart rate when doing things like running or cycling or even swimming. And they would give you that information back on either a watch or a device. And then they turned that device onto bicycles where you could monitor how many watts of energy you were creating going up and down hills while riding. And then medical technology took over and provided devices that would go a little bit more internal, like glucose monitors. And then eventually they turned it into things like sleep monitors that would track your sleep apnea and oxygen levels. And now we have devices that'll track everything from your health to your performance to your recovery. They're embedded in your socks and your underwear, on your shoes. You wear them on your body. They're pretty much everywhere. And then you can track them on your phone or on your watch to get real-time data or keep track over time of trends and habits over days and weeks and even months. So that brings us to where we are today. One of the gym members here at Exodus Fitness came in and asked to use the chamber for a couple of dives because she was experiencing some heel pain that didn't seem to be getting any better. Now, she didn't notice any particular injury. She didn't notice any particular episode where she caused the pain, but just gradually over time, things seemed to be getting a little bit more intense at her heel, and they weren't getting better with rest. From what we know about hyperbarics, it's very good at reducing inflammation and helping to recover from orthopedic injuries. But what many of us don't have is actual proof of what the hyperbaric chamber is doing while we are treating somebody with orthopedic injuries, as it regards their oxygenation levels, as it regards their heart rate, as it regards their stress levels. Well, thanks to wearable technology, we are able to monitor that now. So let's take a look at what our person had going on. In regards to privacy, we'll refer to her as A. So A was suffering from Achilles and heel pain for about a week, week and a half. And as you can see from her wearable technology, her strain levels in blue were pretty high. She works out very intensely. She's got 2 young children. She's chasing around all day long. So yes, her strain and stress levels are pretty high. But notice her recovery. It was way down low in yellows and reds. And on a day-to-day basis, she wasn't getting good enough sleep. She wasn't getting good enough recovery. And so she was way down low when it came to recovery. Now, what we know about workouts is you don't work out to get stronger. You work out to damage your muscles. It's the recovery that makes those muscles stronger, not the workout. So she was not getting the proper recovery to help her injury recover so she could take on the next day. So on the first day in the hyperbaric chamber, what we noticed with A was that she got a great reduction in stress. Notice how on the graph it continuously drops down, with the little spikes being us doing active exercises in the chamber to help drive the oxygenated blood to the area in need, namely her Achilles and her ankle. What we also noticed was that she recovered better. Well, of course, if you reduce the stress significantly with a hyperbaric chamber, you immediately help the body recover overnight while it's sleeping because of the reduction in stress. So the very next day, we did another hyperbaric dive, and as you can see, she didn't reduce her stress as much, but the in-dive exercises weren't as stressful as the spikes were not as significant as the first dive. We did do a little bit of exercise and stretching after the chamber, which is why you see her stress levels rise back up. Despite what looked like less of an intense reduction in stress during the chamber dive, she did experience a equally significant reduction in overall stress on day 1 and day 2 of hyperbaric dives. But what's more important is her recovery was finally up into the green zone for the first time in about 2 weeks. So what did we see here today? Well, we saw that with an orthopedic injury and wearable technology, we can actually see what a hyperbaric chamber is doing to help with overall recovery. What we saw was a reduction in heart rate. We saw an improvement in oxygenation, and therefore we saw an improvement in recovery combined with a reduction in stress. Reducing the stress and improving the oxygen allowed A to get better sleep. And where better to recover than when you're sleeping, which is what the body does, and that's the way the body was designed. Again, we don't get better by doing the exercise. We get better by recovering from the exercise. So today we learned that wearable technology can show you exactly what Hyperbarics is doing to help you recover from your injuries, or just to improve your performance abilities after doing a big and heavy workout. So if you have any questions, you want to take a dive into recovering quicker or just improving your performance, don't hesitate to stop in or give us a call. Have a great day.